Hello friends, welcome to Automation Community. Today in this video we are going to discuss an example which will be about machine tool and coolant control. So let's look at the example first. Machine tool and coolant control. The coolant should activate when the machine tool starts and continue for 5 seconds after the tool stops. The machine tool will operate for 40 seconds with a break of 10 seconds. So in this example, we will use normally open contacts as well as normally closed contacts. We will also use some memory bits. And with that, we will also be using timers like TP and T-on. So the machine will operate for 40 seconds and then it will turn off for 10 seconds and then again it will work for 40 seconds and then stop for 10 seconds and it will repeat this cycle. And with machine, the coolant will activate when the machine will start, and when machine will stop, the coolant will still it will be still activate for 5 seconds after this machine tool will stop. So the coolant will operate for 45 seconds and then it will stop for 5 seconds and then again it will start for 45 seconds and again stop for 5 seconds and it will repeat this process again and again. So let's move to EcoStruxure Machine Expert where we'll draw a ladder diagram for machine tool and coolant control. I will open EcoStruxure Machine Expert Basic. I will keep read protection as inactive and write protection as inactive as well. That results uploading the application from the controller is unrestricted and downloading an application to the controller or modifying the application in the controller is unrestricted. So if I keep it active, then uploading the application from the controller is disabled due to the blank password. That means if we keep it active, we have to set password here. And then uploading the application from the controller will be restricted. That means it will need a password, and also downloading an application to the controller or modifying the application in the controller will be restricted. That is, it will ask for the password that we have put it here. So for now, I will keep it inactive for read protection as well as write protection. And then I will click on apply. So after that, I will go to configuration tab. So here we have to select the logic controller. We have to configure the device in this tab. So here is a list of different logic controllers. I will be using TM221C24R. I will click on it and then drag it to here. Do you want to replace TM221M16RG by TM221C24R? You may lose some features and associated configuration. So I want to replace it, so I will click on yes. So here is a device description about TM221C24R. That is, it has 14 digital inputs, 10 relay outputs, 2 analog inputs, 1 serial line port, and 100 to 240 volt AC power supply controller with removable terminal blocks. So after that, I can also go to serial line, where I will select protocol as TMH2GDB. I can also set it as Modbus ASCII TMH2GDB or Modbus Serial IO Scanner. I will keep it TMH2GDB for now, and then I will click on apply. So if I keep protocol as TMH2GDB, then there is no need to set the serial line settings. So after that, I will click on Programming tab. So here I will be drawing ladder diagram. I can also click on this option to set a full screen mode. I can also click on this option to unset full screen mode. So for now, I will set the full screen mode. And then I can also zoom into it like this. I can also zoom out like this. So firstly, I will insert a normally open contact and assign address to it as I0.0. I will also add symbol to it as start button. Yes. And then I will insert a file and I will assign address to it as Q0.0. I will also add symbol to it as machine 2. Yes. So when start button is turned on, machine 2 will be on and it should be on for 40 seconds. So for this, I will use a timer and that should be pulse time, TP. I will change time base to 1 second and preset value as 40. Yes. So when start button is turned on, machine tool will be on for 40 seconds. And then I will add a new rung here and I will insert a normally open contact. And I will assign address to it as I0.0, which is a start button. And then I will use a normally closed contact. And I will assign address to it as same as this machine tool, that is Q0.0. So when start button is on and machine tool is stopped, then this coil will turn on. I will assign address to it as M0, which is a memory bit, which will store the data that start button is on, machine tool is off. Then M0 will be true. And then we will use this M0 to turn on again this machine tool with a delay of 10 seconds. So for a delay of 10 seconds, I will insert one more timer for M0 on delay timer, that is T on. I will change time base to 1 second and preset value as 10. Then apply. So when machine tool is stopped, then after that, when machine tool is stopped, then after that, there will be a delay of 10 seconds. So after 10 seconds, M0 will be true. So we will use this M0 to again turn on this machine tool. So we will use this M0 here as normally closed contact. I will assign address to it as M0. And also we will use this M0 here. I will take it here and insert one more normally close contact here, and I will assign address to it as M0. So when start button is turned on, machine 2 will be on. It will remain on for 40 seconds. And when machine 2 is stopped, then it will wait for 10 seconds, and after waiting for 10 seconds, M0 will get through, and after getting through, it will immediately get false. And when it will get on and then off, then this time pulse will again start sending the pulses to this machine tool, and this machine tool will again start for 40 seconds. And this will repeat the cycle, that on for 40 seconds, off for 10 seconds, again on for 40 seconds and off for 10 seconds. So it will repeat this process. And then I will add a new rung here for the coolant. These two rungs were for the machine 2. Now we are drawing the ladder diagram for coolant. So I will insert a normally open contact, and I will assign address to it as I0.0, which is a start button. And then I will insert a coil, and I will assign address to this coil as Q0.1. I will also add symbol to it as coolant. Yes. So the coolant will start with this machine 2, and it will remain activated for 5 seconds after this machine 2 will be off. So the coolant will be on for 45 seconds. So I will use a timer here, and that will be pulse timer, TP. I will change time base to 1 second and preset value as 45, and then click on apply. So when start button is turned on, machine tool will be on for 40 seconds and coolant will be on for 45 seconds, 5 seconds more than the machine tool. And after that, I will add a new rung. Here I will insert a normally open contact. I will assign address to it as I0.0, and then I will use a normally closed contact, and I will assign address to it as this coolant, that is Q0.1, and then a coil. I will assign address to it as M1, which is a memory bit. So for M1 to be true, start button should be on and coolant should be false. That is, coolant should be off. Then only M1 will be on. But this M1 should be on for 5 seconds only. So for this, I will use a timer, on delay timer, T on, and I will change time base to 1 second and preset value as 5, and then apply. So this M1 will be on after 5 seconds. So there will be a delay of 5 seconds. And we will use this M1 to turn off this coolant. So I will use a normally closed contact here, and I will assign address to it as M1. We will also use this here as normally close contact, and I will assign address to it as M1. So when start button is turned, machine tool gets on for 40 seconds. And when machine tool stops after 40 seconds, there will be a delay of 10 seconds, and after 10 seconds M0 will become true and then again false, and it will trigger this time pulse again. That is, the machine tool will again start, and then it will stop for 40 seconds, then it will wait for 10 seconds, and then again start for 40 seconds. And with that also, when start button is turned on, coolant will start for, and it will remain on for 45 seconds. So this coolant will get activated when machine tool gets started, and it remains open 5 seconds more than the machine tool. And after 45 seconds, it goes off, and it remains off for 5 seconds. So after 5 seconds, this machine tool again starts, and with that also the coolant also starts, and this coolant remains open for 45 seconds, 5 seconds more than this machine tool. And after that it goes off for 5 seconds and again on for 45 seconds, and it will repeat this process over again and again. So I will exit full screen mode. I will compile the program. Then I will go to commissioning and launch simulator. And then I will start controller. To do so, click OK. And then I will go to programming and click on full screen. So when I turn on start button, this machine tool and also the coolant will start. The machine tool will be open for 40 seconds, and this coolant will be on for 45 seconds. And after 40 seconds, the machine tool will stop, but the coolant still remains on for 5 seconds more. And then it will wait for another 5 seconds, and again the machine tool will start, and also the coolant will start. It was all about this example. Thank you for watching.